Listen to me carefully. There are people out there with less talent than you, less education than you, fewer connections than you, and they're making 10 times more money. Why? It's not luck, it's not the market, it's not the economy. It's this, the mind. Specifically what's happening right in here. Most people spend their entire lives working hard, grinding, waiting for things to change, and nothing changes. Why? Because they're trying to build a new life with an old mind. And that doesn't work. It has never worked. It will never work. Today, I'm going to show you the exact 5 thoughts that are blocking your prosperity. These aren't theories. These are mental patterns documented in millions of people, operating silently in the subconscious. And the best part, I'm going to give you a practical tool to eliminate each one of them. Stay until the end, because the 5th one is the most destructive and the least recognized. Why is the mind so powerful? Scientists estimate that 95% of our daily decisions are made by the subconscious, not the conscious mind. 95%. That means you can have every course in the world, every book, every motivational speech, but if your subconscious is running old programs, you will keep getting the same results. Think of it this way. Your conscious mind is the pilot of the plane. Your subconscious is the autopilot. And most people are living on autopilot, repeating the same patterns, making the same decisions, arriving at the same destination. The good news? The autopilot can be reprogrammed. That's exactly what we're going to start doing today. The 5 thoughts. Thought number 1, money is bad or dangerous. I'm going to be straight with you. If somewhere in your mind there's a belief that money is dirty, that rich people are corrupt, that wealth will change you for the worse, that belief is sabotaging every opportunity that comes into your life, without you even realizing it. Where does that belief come from? Your childhood. Phrases you heard 1,000 times. Money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are crooks, you don't need much to be happy. Those phrases got installed in your subconscious as absolute truths. And today they operate like a security system that automatically pushes prosperity away from you. The truth? Money is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. A hammer can build a house or break a window. It depends on whose hands it's in. Money in the hands of a person with values does good. It multiplies opportunities, creates jobs, transforms communities. Reprogramming. For the next 7 days, every time you think about money, consciously say, money is a powerful tool and I am fully capable of using it well. Sounds simple, but conscious repetition is exactly how the subconscious gets rewritten. Thought number 2, I'm not the type of person who becomes wealthy. This is the most silent and the most destructive of all. It doesn't show up as a clear thought. It comes disguised. It sounds like, that's for other people. Nobody in my family has ever made it. I don't have that gene. I'm not smart enough, young enough, connected enough, prepared enough. That's called a negative financial identity. And it's the invisible ceiling that limits exactly how far you go, no matter how hard you work. Listen to me. You don't act according to what you want. You act according to who you believe you are. If deep down you don't see yourself as someone who prospers, your mind will unconsciously sabotage every opportunity that shows up. It will find reasons not to decide, to wait, to doubt. The truth, prosperity is not genetic. It's not luck. It's not an exclusive club. It's the result of consistent decisions made by people who first saw themselves thriving, before there was any evidence of it. Reprogramming. Write this sentence and read it out loud every morning for 30 days. I am the kind of person who creates wealth, lives with freedom, and helps others do the same. Identity shifts through repetition and visualization. Start today. Thought number 3, I don't deserve more than what I have. This thought is especially common in good, hardworking, humble people. And it's a brutal trap, because genuine humility is a virtue, but confusing humility with self-limitation is a mistake that can cost you decades of prosperity. Some people unconsciously feel guilty when things go well. When they make money, they spend it fast or give it all away, because having it creates discomfort. When a big opportunity arrives, they let it pass, because on some level they don't feel worthy of it. Psychologists call this the financial version of imposter syndrome, and it's devastating because you can't see it from the outside. You can only feel it from the inside. The truth, worthiness is not earned, it's decided. Nobody gives you permission to prosper. You give it to yourself. The most successful people in the world didn't wait until they felt good enough. They decided they were and acted accordingly. Reprogramming. Identify one area where you're settling for less than you could have. Ask yourself honestly, am I here because this is the best I can achieve, or because it's the most I believe I deserve? That answer will tell you exactly where to focus. Thought number 4. Failure is the end. The fear of failure doesn't kill dreams at the moment of failure. It kills them before, at the moment of decision. When you say better not before even trying, when you calculate the risks and decide it's not worth it, when you watch others fail and decide that path isn't for you. And here's the brutal irony. The people who fear failure the most are exactly the ones who fail the most in the long run, because they never develop the tolerance for error that success actually requires. Extraordinary results don't come from avoiding failure. They come from failing fast, learning even faster, and keep moving. Every single person you know who has extraordinary results also has an extraordinary list of failures. That's not a coincidence. That is the process. The truth? Failure is information, not a verdict. It's feedback from the road, not a sentence on your worth as a person. The only difference between someone who failed and someone who is learning is the meaning they assign to the exact same event. Tech, reprogramming. Write down one action you've been postponing because of fear of failure. Commit to doing it this week. You don't need guarantees, you need movement. Clarity doesn't come before action. It comes during and after. Thought number 5. Other people's success takes opportunities away from me. This is the thought that fewest people recognize in themselves. Because nobody says out loud, I'm envious. But it shows up in subtle ways. You feel uncomfortable when someone in your circle succeeds. You minimize other people's achievements. You find reasons to explain why that success isn't real. Or you simply unfollow successful people because they create anxiety in you. That is scarcity mindset in its most toxic form. And it's toxic not just because it feels bad. It disconnects you from exactly the people, ideas, and opportunities you need most to grow. Scarcity mindset says, the world is a fixed pie. If you have more, I have less. Abundance mindset says, the world is expansive. Other people's success is evidence that success is possible and available to anyone willing to change how they think. The truth, the most prosperous people in the world deliberately surround themselves with other prosperous people, not for shallow networking, but because they understand that the energy, the standards, and the ideas of your environment become yours. Get close to the people who have what you want. Reprogramming. The next time you see someone thriving, on social media, in your industry, in your circle, instead of feeling threatened, tell yourself, if they did it, I can too. What are they doing that I'm not doing yet? Turn envy into intelligence. Let's run through it fast. The 5 thoughts blocking your prosperity. Money is bad. False. It's a tool. Reprogram it. I'm not the type of person who prospers. That's a false identity. Change it. I don't deserve more than I have. Worthiness is a decision, not a reward. Failure is the end. No. It's information. It's the process. Other people's success takes my opportunities? Wrong. It's your compass and your proof. Look, most people who watch this video are going to say, that was great, and then go back to doing exactly what they've always done. Because knowledge without action is entertainment, not transformation. But you're not most people. If you made it this far, it's because something inside you knows you're capable of more, that you deserve more, that a different life is possible. The question isn't whether you can change your mindset. The question is, are you willing to do the work that requires? Because it's not easy, but it is simple. And it starts right now with one decision. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs it. That's the best way to support this channel. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 5 thoughts resonates with you the most. And subscribe. Every week we bring content like this to help you build the mindset your prosperity deserves.